Hello everybody, this is Miles here with Otyugra for the monthly video vlog. Today we're going to be talking about what I've been up to from what everybody has been up to. A lot of people actually, now that I think about it, from August 20th till roughly September 25th. So I think there's a little bit of overlap. Also, you notice I got a haircut, the video is going to shake. There's going to be some cutting, so like my face will move around. It might be a bit awkward. So, August 20th, around that time, we were... Oh, and I'll be turning my head a lot. We were transitioning from the old prototype to a new one. And at this stage, we were finishing off with the old one and coming to terms with the fact that we really couldn't salvage it. Also, you'll be seeing a lot of my neck like this because it's just the easiest way to record this. I know it's awkward. Look, I know, it's whatever. Just please deal with this. We just don't have the budget. It's tough. Dealing with the idea that our prototype could not be salvaged, we talked with Nintendo about it, we talked with the Citra emulation group about it. We realized that we shouldn't be relying on Citra very much anymore, aside from for playtesting with other people, because they don't own our software. It's a great workaround. We tried a whole lot of different avenues and ideas and people. We could not fix it. We could not figure out what it was. Even afterwards, when I realized that the content that I just recently added, you would think that it worked before, but then I added things and now it doesn't work. That maybe it's the things that we added. Nope, those work perfectly fine when I started on a new prototype. So we have not even the slightest idea what went wrong, but something went wrong pretty fierce. So this new prototype is going very well at the start. Started with the core necessities. And then we decided we're going to add half of the lighting system, the part that lights up things, but not the part with the shadows, because the lighting part was slightly easier. We had to design it first, which happened a few days earlier, around August 23rd or something like that. But then around the time that the months transitioned, we made the lighting system in the new prototype, and we were just completely done with the old one by this point. All except for the fact that we need it open to take from it, I guess, and to rely upon it as an example. Transition happened very smoothly, as did designing the things that I've been talking about. Every time that there was a phase in designing the lighting system or aspects of the new prototype, every time I would show it to the playtesters and whoever, they'd be like, yeah, it's great, I have no complaints, maybe a small suggestion and they'd be really easy to implement. It's just quick. So nevertheless, it was kind of an anxious time to transition from one to the other prototype. Prototypes are humongous, they're the whole game at this point in development. They used to be just you would have an idea and then you would make a totally separate thing just to see if that idea works the way you want it to or looks the right way. So there's that anxiety of or holding your breath of will everything transition right? Will everything work out nice? Will I make a mistake somewhere along the lines? And so I've been very careful with that sort of thing, and I've been feeling a little bit better as the month went on. We're not finished converting everything, but we're at a stage now where the main character can walk around just fine and detect walls. And that implies that the turn system is back. The things that were transferred in had to be renamed and fixed and improved upon in more than just a small way, in a very big way. And that has been going really well. We, a little earlier, tried to salvage the old prototype by buying a upgrade to our hardware, which would have costed $3,000, so we decided against it. But unfortunately, that $3,000 barrier also meant that we have to give up the dream of physical copies, and also because Limited Run Games, one of the people we talked to about this, was not interested anymore, even though their newest game, the Toei Collection, did pretty well. I can't say anything more about that because, it's confidential. We realized with the problem that we had that it was in part because we only had one prototype or one playtester at the time, when we used to have two, and we instead wanted to upgrade to 3, and so we tried getting somebody we tried looking around to see if anyone was interested in volunteering for free right now. We figured there probably isn't going to be anybody, but we wanted to try it anyway. So that didn't pan out for us, unfortunately. And so it meant that we were still with one playtester, but then our other one came back who was away as a part of the military, as a matter of fact. So now he's back, and now he's going to be helping us again. Things are back to normal, but we're still looking for another playtester. If you're interested. Second to last, the 3DS was discontinued towards the end, and that was a bombshell. We had to deal with that, of course. I had to talk to Trevor about it, and him and I were scrambling to figure out the details of this. But we did know that this essentially means that the whole world around us is going to look at the 3DS as more dead than it was before, essentially, and that it's going to be a whole new roadblock in our journey to do things. Physical cards is more dead than ever. Getting a publisher might be harder, or maintaining the player base that we expect at the beginning is going to be tougher. It's a bad time. So Trevor was feeling like he felt like it was more obvious than ever before that our game would be more appealing to people if we made changes, and that it would be a good thing to look into with this loss of audience, essentially. And we also decided that we're going to put the game on more places. Hooray. So it's great for you guys, and it means that we're not really we were never in financial danger. We handicap ourselves, by making the game for the 3DS, just because it's something we want to do, because it's something we care about on a beyond business level. To make the game more appealing to other people, he suggested that we focus the game less on the very mysterious age of the 6th century AD, a time in history that very few people know about. To be transported there in a game is a very lonesome and confusing feeling, to be thrown right in the middle of events that in a world that feels just so foreign and so unrelated and so strange, and yet so vivid because it really happened. And so there's so many sources that we can draw on to make a shocking world. But we also decided that we wanted for the game to incorporate more modern elements, because it takes place in a dream, because it's being directed by a demon who is outside of time. He can pull in elements from the far past and the far future and the present. So we're gonna get more creative with it. There's gonna be a little bit less cohesion with ideas, I think, but with it being a radical dream, I don't know. I feel like if there's ever a time to do something like this, it's now. We should just go full force. We should have a lot of fun designing this, and we should use that energy to just pull us forward and to make something that's worth the extra hurdles. And so we're pretty excited about that, I'll say. I wasn't convinced at first, but now I am. Lastly, Trevor and I decided to practice rolling together. Trevor was... that's my cat in the background. I don't know if you can hear him. Trevor was having thoughts that he wanted to help out more, so he wanted to get better at drawing, so we practiced together. It was a lot of fun. It was a teamwork building exercise. It was a silver lining. So thank you for watching, and have a nice day.